Now to Women's History Month. The popularity of female sports keeps growing, and now there's more places that you can watch their games. More women's sports bars are opening across the country, but Patrick Fazio is taking us to some right here in Chicago.
We've given people a roadmap to say this can be successful.
Heather Roberts and her wife Christina own Chicago's first women's sports bar.
We met on a flag football field. I was officiating. She disagreed with my call fiercely.
I was correct.
When she called me out on that call, I asked her out, and our very first date was at a sports bar.
6 years later, they started their own bar in Edgewater in 2022, named after one of their Bernedoodles.
Whiskey Girl because of the dog, but also we do love whiskey. I went to school in Tennessee, so big fan of bourbon.
Whiskey Girl Tavern opened just 2 months after the nation's first women's sports bar started in Oregon.
The twist on that was like, we're going to show men's sports as well, but we prioritize women's sports.
Whiskey Girl is family friendly and also an official bar of the Chicago Bulls.
They saw what we were doing and, wanted to support it.
There are a lot of people for whom men's sports has sort of lost the specialness.
Nora McConnell Johnson owns Babe Sports Bar with her college rugby teammate. Since opening last September in Logan Square, the bar only shows women's sports.
Men's sports, it almost feels like we're seeing like late stage capitalism, it's like everyone's betting now. Like the athletes are being paid so much, millions and millions of dollars, like beyond what any of us as normal humans could even comprehend.
The former national champion rugby coach at the University of Chicago also used to teach before opening this adults only bar.
It's funny that being a middle school teacher really can translate to running a bar, but it really does in a lot of ways. There's still chaos. There's still a lot of people who need directions,
Babes, with its fancy bathrooms, is not a bar just for women.
People are like, there's men in here. It's like, yeah, men also like women's sports.
We're open to the fathers that want to bring their daughters. We're open to women's sports allies. We're open to everyone that wants to come in here.
Clarissa Flores is starting Chicago's third women's sports bar.
Right over here, which is where we're going to put the DJ booth.
Level Sporting Club will soon open just south of Wrigley Field.
I've gotten a lot of questions. Why Wrigleyville? What people don't understand is the demographic is 58% women. You look at the amount of women that go to Cubs games.
Flores played basketball at Northwestern University after graduating from Whitney Young High.
With my passion and love for women's sports and being in hospitality for the last 2 decades, bringing them together and doing it for something that I love was a no-brainer. Very large TVs going on the wall here.
Level Sporting Club will show women's and Chicago sports. Flores hopes more women's sports bars keep opening.
We're all in it for the same purpose, and that's to give the future generations of girl athletes, the opportunity to know that there is a future in this.
Patrick Fazio, NBC 5 News.